Thank you. First of all, I'm very humbled by Sarvataruk Prabhu's wonderful way of welcoming everyone and greetings. Thank you, dear Sarvataruk Prabhu, and his entire family, dedicated family, I would say. Nice to see you, Madan Kunda Prabhu. Nice to see Mother Vishnu Priya Pavani Devi. You are still active, you are not giving up with your new ashram life. Thank you for that. And many wonderful devotees are there. Chandrasekhar Prabhu has joined, Radharaman Jadhav, Priyangshu, Gaurav Mahajan. I'm paying respect, obeisances to all of you. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhaivacha. Patidanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. So we have this Sunday feast discussion for half an hour, or and then have some question answer. Is that the form?
Yes, Prabhu. You
Okay.
can speak for half an hour and then you can take. You can take questions and answers.
Okay. So of course you have some new also here. How do I say? Maybe first time you are familiar with this philosophy, and maybe I can just give you some beginning. Before we begin, let us invoke the mercy of our Guru Parampara by reciting some prayers. And because they are in the spiritual level, they can hear our prayers and they will bless us. So please join if you can. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकयां चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादन् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नम ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त बिंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I remember few years back, we used to have some classes during COVID also, and many of you joined in Bhakti Shastri Mother Vishnu Priya Devi also there. I'm sure some of you will remember. Because it's a Sunday feast, we are not going in a deep philosophical discussion, but in a basic thing that I'm going to share what strikes me Srila Prabhupada's wonderful, exemplary life. How did he get succeed, or you can say success? He followed, to me, from his reading from his Lilamrita, that he was not a blind follower. And that's also I ask myself, am I following blindly? Whatever it is. Even one of our senior authority one time was visiting here. He says, we should pay obeisances keeping left side. I said, why? He said, well, you know. I said, no. Yeah, what I heard that keeping Prabhupada on the left side, DT on the right side is fine while we're paying obeisances. So then he said, interesting. I never thought that. I said, well, you need to give me reference. Otherwise, I don't follow blindly, even though you are an authority. But until you see the personality like Prabhupada, where you can follow blindly, I may not understand everything Prabhupada is speaking, but because he has proven his position, his understanding, and his empowered, uh, conscious being who was traveling amongst us and made devotee. So, seeing this, I talk to myself, Pran Govinda Das, don't blindly follow until you can follow blindly. Prabhupada, very interestingly, would question. Even in a morning walk, you will know that there was a nice house, and Prabhupada said, that's a very nice house. Krishna should have one house like this. Devotees were cheering up, yes, Krishna should have one house. There is a nice car going by. Krishna should have one car like this. Yes, Prabhupada, Krishna should have one car. Then there was a gentleman walking with a dog. Oh, that's a nice dog. Krishna should have one dog. And devotee cheered up. Yes, Krishna should have. Then Prabhupada stopped. Why are you following me blindly? Krishna doesn't need dog. Unless you explain. So question everything, it's good. Our whole Krishna consciousness philosophy is high thinking, simple living, not high living, simple thinking. No, just do the reverse. High thinking. Question everything in life. Why you do things you do. Give me 1 second. I have to shut my blind is little too bright. They said demigod is happy, so he put blinds. Okay. Okay. Sorry. If something is false, leave it. But if it is true, surrender to it. I do this. I'm learning from Prabhupada. This is my request. You can like to do it or you don't have to do it. You must test spiritual master for 1 year, Prabhupada says. When you are convinced, and here is a person I can follow blindly, then you accept. Prabhupada exhibited how to live your way. Dear devotees, I see Travis from the ashram also join. He knows me because he lives here with us. We have a 8 brahmacharis ashram here. It's very nice that they are familiar with my presence. I always ask question. Know your purpose. Deeply connect with it. You must know your purpose as a human being. Never deviate from your mission and enroll others to help you fulfill it. So Prabhupada says that Supreme Absolute Truth Krishna, Chaitanya, he had a vision that every town and villages, including Baton Rouge, পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগরাদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র প্রচার হইবে মোর নাম. This Krishna consciousness should be spread every corner. So that was the vision Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had. And Srila Prabhupada says, my Guru Maharaj had a mission to fulfill the vision of Lord Chaitanya. And I have a same mission. And then Prabhupada requested, if you all can adapt the same mission, you all will be happy at the end. At the end, journey may not be easy, but at the end, eternally happy. Then Prabhupada says, my mission is to save human society. Wait, do you have a personal agenda? Pure devotional service means serve solely for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. Everything for Krishna and nothing for me. This is Prabhupada's principle. I just picked up from here, there, Prabhupada's inner voice, what he thinks. I always interested what he's thinking. How an advanced soul think and present and exemplify in the world for us to learn. Don't try to fit in, dear devotees. Do it, say it, and believe it. If it is true, even if the world has never done what Prabhupada has done, the world never seen like that. Believe it. If everyone thinks you are crazy, actually they did, many of them. It don't work. Even Prabhupada himself said that one of his godbrother came earlier to England, and one gentleman asked him, what is the purpose you came here for? He said, I came here to create a Brahmanical, upper class, thoughtful people like Brahmana, we call in Sanskrit, Brahmanical culture. What do we have to do to become a Brahman? He said, you have to follow this four regulative principle and chant Hare Krishna. And that British person says, pack your things and go back where you come from. It don't work here. I break this every day, this four regulative principle. I'm not going to do it. It's very discouraging. Prabhupada says that. I thought that somebody may say, go back where you come from. But no. Prabhupada said something like that, I'm paraphrasing. We are not here to please the public, common people, but to please Krishna, Chaitanya, and our previous Acharya. And that's what he did. He hold on to it tightly. Why can't we learn the same thing? We'll make our life success. Whatever mission you have, wherever social structure you have, like whether you are married, unmarried, student, or retired, whatever. Your life is your message. Believe me, I learned through hard struggle to say that. Our life is our message. Live what you teach. In one lecture, Prabhupada asked the audience, have you read Bhagavad Gita? So one gentleman, he said, Maharaj, I read many times. Prabhupada again asked, have anyone read Bhagavad Gita as it is? This gentleman comes in front of Prabhupada and he wants attention. He said, I read many times. And Prabhupada looked at him. He said, have you ever lived even 1 minute of Bhagavad Gita? I hope you all understand. It is not just a book. It is a lifestyle. It is a life. It's our own devotional life. This is eternally we are made for. To feel loved and to offer love to others. This is what Krishna consciousness boils down. You must feel loved, but to come to that stage, you have to understand and act on it. That's why I said that our life is our message. So please live what you show to the world or teach. And by our own example, we can teach all of the citizens to become ideal devotee. If we are stick to our principles, Prabhupada never compromised. Prahlad Maharaj was threatened, warned by so many challenges, but never compromised. How much faith do you have? If you ask, if you ask yourself, how much faith do I have? When you face challenges, it will come out. If you don't, I'm not trying to scare you. All have come to Sunday Feast to get inspired. But if you don't have faith, faith is eternal in one sense. If I don't believe anything, that is also my faith. Faith is eternal. But in devotional path, how much faith you have is going to be tested when you see the opposition. Mother Kunti Devi said it. All these great example in our scriptures, even Prabhupada, middle of the night, somebody showing him a knife in New York. He said, I can kill you with this. Prabhupada didn't have a place to live, but he didn't complain. Why? Because he's firmly fixed at the lotus feet of the Lord. That he came down on the ground floor and he knocked the door of Michael Grant. He said, can I spend the night here? And then later on, he mentioned why he acted in the middle of the night. So challenges will come. Stick to your principle. Do not compromise. Even if you could, no one would know. Or even if it would produce the result you need. Prabhupada said, literally said, at least three places in Vedabase I found, I never compromise that you could do whatever you like. You become my disciple. It's very nice. He made it very clear what Krishna consciousness is. So, dear devotees, please see it before you do it. Can you do that? I hope you understand my simple English. See clearly what you wish to gain achieve in your life before you begin. Please, I do this. Externally, maybe not much, but internally, I'm happy, satisfied. We have our books, BBT publication. Temples are there. Devotees are there. Prabhupada says in a bus station that to a stranger who asked him, "Do you have a temple? Where do you live? You look like a monk." He said, "Oh, yeah, there. There are books and temples, devotees are there. It's just separated by time." I don't know what that gentleman understood or not, but he reported later on. That's how we came to know. Shyam Sundar Prabhu, he said, always Prabhupada would say, you should shoot the rhino. You know the expression, shoot the rhino? Chasing the rhino, he wrote a book. And he mentioned Prabhupada's view. I love those. I meditate sometime. Do not be bound by your limits. What can I do? I'm a little student or I'm a little guy or a girl. How much can I do? Please dream the impossible. I hope some of you hearing me. I don't mean hearing just in the audio here. The hearing should go through the ear, then to the head. How do you send it to the head? By contemplating. When you contemplate, Srinnata Sadhaya Nittam Grinantasya Sachestitam. Kale Nanati Dhirgana Bhagavan Vishatiridi. Bhagavatam 284, it says, beautiful, that if you contemplate Jnana Vijnana Triptatma, then this knowledge will be captured by intelligence. That is called head. Then it will go to the heart. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote a whole song on this. Karnaranda patha diya Ridhi maje praveshiya Barishaya sudhaya nupam. Because those spiritual knowledge, when we contemplate and reflect, we can assimilate. And then from the hearing to the head, then it enters to the heart and it will satisfy you. Jnana Vijnana Tripta Atma. Atma will become Tripta. There was a time I didn't believe, but I didn't tell anyone that I'm not really experiencing anything. But now I am convict. Conviction is there because I see the result. I experience that. It is a fact what Shastra says. 6.8 Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this. And when you hear that material education Prabhupada says is useless, what he meant that education supposed to transform your heart. Material education does not transform. I may have a PhD or FRCS or whatever, MD, but that doesn't transform my heart. As a result, I'm still hungry for happiness. That's why Prabhupada said it's useless. Everything he said is correct, but sometimes some people give a comment they don't understand. They think Prabhupada was wrong or something. No. They have to see from another angle. Impossible, Prabhupada said, if you say, oh, this is impossible. Prabhupada said impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. I don't know if there is actually fool's dictionary, but you can create one. Now, some of you may think, when should we start our spiritual life? Start now. Don't wait for the ideal situation to begin. Many of us think like this. Well, after I graduate, I'll get a job, I'll get married, I'll settle down, then I'll be serious. Do not, please do not. Don't wait for ideal situation to begin. From my own experience, I'm telling you. Do what you can with what you have. Krishna is not interested for $1 million temple. Krishna is interested your little apartment turn into temple. That's all. So Prabhupada said, let me try, at least at a far end of my life. Dear devotees, If you fail to fail, you fail. Please do not fail to act because you may not win. Well, Prabhupada is Prabhupada, Pran Govinda Das is Pran Govinda Das, he give up. Or to I am who I am not. Please do not judge yourself like this. Prabhu, I may not win. That's not the question. Do it because it is right thing to do. Try to understand. Do it because it is right thing to do. And if you fail to act, you have truly failed. Because in spiritual field, in absolute field, both success and failure are glorious. Jatayu, a good example. Jatayu may material calculation, he failed, you can say. He could not protect Sita Devi. But did he fail? No, he didn't fail. Lord Ramchandra came there. He said, Jatayu, I'm so sorry. You got so badly injured because you tried to serve me. Would you like a new body? No, no, Prabhu. I just want to be in your meditation and be eternally with your seva. Okay. He went back home, back to Godhead, right then and there. Never give up, please. I talk to myself every day. It's not that everything is good. I had a little fever. I didn't even complain about it. And little mucus, this, that, just sneezing, this weather. So I talk to myself. Don't complain, Pran Govinda. Never be discouraged, even if you have the right to be. I mean, I thought, well, I can tell the other devotees, even though I run the ashram, I'm going to rest, I'm not feeling well. I can say so many things. No, I talk to myself. If something does not work, do it differently or leave it and do something completely new. But don't give up. Never give up. Krishna consciousness. If anyone has right to give up, Prabhupada says, it is me, but I never gave up. It encouraged me whenever I think of that word. Prabhupada says, I never gave up. Of course, we should be compassionate. Show your compassion, please. Never hold grudges. Because in our gathering environment, there will be little jealousy. We have to be realistic. Never be envy. Please never hate anyone. Never look down anyone. Even they don't deserve it. Love them. Prabhupada did. I'm not doing it 100%, but I'm trying. We all can do. We should do. We must do. So a devotee is always very understanding. If there is some discrepancy, behavior on the part of a non-devotee, first time came or behaved something little strange, tolerate with understanding. Prabhupada, another thing Prabhupada did, because I didn't plan what to speak, I'm just throwing something that I contemplate, so I'm just sharing with you. Always empower others. Help others find their calling. Radhanath Maharaj told me personally one time. I asked him, I asked him in a challenging way, but loving challenging way. I don't know if there is a word loving challenging. I said, Maharaj, you are so humble. How do you become humble? He looks at my eyes. He said, would you believe if I tell you the truth? I said, yes. He said, I was pretending for a decade. Then it became normal. Now, I don't know. It's become normal. I said, should I imitate? He said, please do. It is true. If you are nice to others, it becomes your habit. You always be nice to others. This is close to who you are in true sense, a lover of God. Help others find their calling also. Let them run with the ball. Allow them to fail. Always be encouraging, because words of encouragement can make, dear devotees, difference between a person of breaking his limbs or breaking or being bound by them. Prabhupada was very careful. He said, once there is bureaucracy, the whole thing will be spoiled. So I'll end here by saying, please don't waste farthing. Krishna's energy is precious. Do not waste it. Not a single farthing for personal comfort, but millions of dollars for Krishna. If we can transform our life like this, you will purify your existence, you will be happy, and you will make everybody in your family happy, and you will make the whole world happy. Okay, I end here. I hope I didn't go over the time.
Any questions?
Any reflection, question, discussion?
Prabhu, I have one question.
Yes.
So, you said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a vision that every town and every village, this Nama Sankirtan will spread. But I see like places like now in Bangladesh or Pakistan or Middle East where Muslims are very populated. They won't let this Sankirtan movement to spread. So how is this possible?
I hope you read Lilamrita. You think when Prabhupada came, it was possible in New York? No. You know who are the people who are there? I don't know if you know this slang way to say acid head, knucklehead. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The hippie culture, it's really horrible. It's not a place for Prabhupada to live. One of his godbrother, very highly regarded by Prabhupada, even by me, I also met him. He said, I could not do what Swami Maharaj did. Living with them? It's a horrible place. It's worse than Islam fanatics. But Prabhupada tolerated. He did it. If nothing works out for a year and somebody comes to kill you in the middle of the night, you don't have a place to stay. You found a place to cook your meal. You are a sannyasi. Just imagine yourself as Prabhupada. And then he goes to that place. It's Indian family, but they eat beef. And by mistake, they're cooking the beef and running out of the time that Prabhupada is supposed to come there to cook. So, anyway, I can say the name, Shalia Agrawal. She opens the window door and trying to air out. Beef smell, I don't know if you know. They really smell bad when you cook. And the same oven, same stove, Prabhupada going to cook his meal to offer to God. What did Prabhupada say? He said, is everything okay? He said, we're sorry, we just had a cooked beef and it smells bad. It's all right. Everything is all right. You are so kind to give me the facility. Prabhu, will you say that to them? It's very kind of you to give me the facility to cook. On the same stove, they just cook beef. Prabhupada appreciated that. He was transcendental. And he cooked. This is a loving exchange I'm talking. He never complained about it. But of course, he said every day he would cross the beef to get the spice, or I guess in the kitchen, that's how the arrangement. They did not even know that beef is a sinful act. Eating beef is a sinful act. So, yes, Prabhu, when you are ready to serve, then Krishna will encourage you and be. He's always with you, but you will see his presence. But if you don't want to serve, then we have all these excuse. I was not feeling well. My car broke down. I don't speak good English. I can have so many excuses not to do it. But if I have inner realization that I die to live, in order to live eternally, you have to let material conception, misconception had to die. So die to live. Then Krishna will make that facility.
Thank you, Prabhu. Any more questions from audience, senior devotees?
From the Zoom also.
Hare Krishna, I have one question.
Yes, Mata.
You said that we should never hold grudges and we should tolerate with understanding. So, what kind of understanding that we need to have?
Good question. Very good question. Everybody came here by misusing of free will. And when you see that this soul has a same right that I have, this soul that disturbing you, you feel like to hold on to that grudge or whatever, uh, it's also misdirected. Not that at spiritual level that soul does not want to hold on to anything bad, but is confused, lost. As a mother, when the child is really mischievous and you give time out or punishment, is that really shows your cruel nature or your love for the child?
Love for the child.
Yes. So same way we have to think when somebody does something really horrible or says something, not in a spiritual level that person is saying. He's so contaminated, so diseased. What can you do? Pray for that soul. Try to help the way that soul can accept you or accept your offerings.
Mhm. Yeah,
Does
that
that make
makes.
sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering the question.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
What is your takeaway from today's session, Mother?
Um, there's a lot, but one point that really one point that I really liked was when you said that we should contemplate on these thoughts, and if we do so, it will be captured by our mind, and then it goes to our heart. So the so when we contemplate, it gets assimilated, and then it reaches our heart, which gives us peace, aka which makes us stripped up, and which is why like we need to have spiritual knowledge in our life, because material education does not transform our heart, because transform our heart, and which is why we're always hungry for happiness, the
Yes.
same things that you said.
Yes. Very good. Very good. You I have understood. I'm very happy to hear that. Thank
It's
you.
just I've been writing the points in my laptop so I can contemplate on these thoughts, and I can also like help my devotee friends help understand like the takeaways that I took from this class.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
for sharing.
yeah, thank you for the class, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vishnupriya Devi Dasi was our best student once upon a time, still now. So, what is your takeaway?
Make space for everyone in the back.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for such a thought-provoking, intriguing class. One of the points that I also had so many points that really struck to me, but one of the points that I want to reflect on is see clearly what you wish to begin, because oftentimes we start doing something without really having a clear vision in mind. What is the end goal for this? And what is it that we really want from this action? So when we can examine our heart on, that clear purpose, the clear end goal, then we can see, is this action really going to be favorable for that goal? So I know that we can think, our life purpose at the end is to attain love of Krishna, love of Godhead. But in our day-to-day actions, with our day-to-day life, we should also be seeking that clear goal and connecting all the activities that we do, having a certain goal in our mind. So that way we're not lost midway. So thank you so much for
Very
all the
good.
great points.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for taking away. Very nice. See clearly what you wish to achieve before you begin. Very well said. Thank you. Anyone else? And I appreciate Sarvatarak Prabhu, because in the beginning he says the year beginning. So he expect, I hope I served. He expected what to do at the beginning of the year for the whole year. How should we think? What should be our principle? Like that. So thank you, Sarvatarak Prabhu, for inviting me and igniting little spark in our thought.
I have one question. Sometimes I have time, so how I can utilize the time not to sleep, not to reading some other things, uh, not to engage something else that is not devotional. Though I am practicing, but still my mind is not engaging proper way. So what is your advice to me also in general to the public? Because we are seeking, as you mentioned, as we are as a soul, we are seeking to connect Krishna, but some some mystical power or some maya or some other things actually holding us to not to do. So how we can utilize time?
I remember, thank you, that's a very nice question. I remember Keshav Bharati Prabhu said something very striking also. So Srila Prabhupada, one day he told him, what motivates you to stay focused in Krishna consciousness? He said, you. Was then Prabhupada said, someday I may not be there in you, living like this with you. Oh. Then Prabhupada said, someday you may not have any temple. You may not be in the temple. Someday you may not have any contact with any devotees. Someday you may not have a darshan of the deity. Then he shown him the Japamala. He said, be attached to chanting. You're connecting with Krishna. When you have a little time, be absorbed what my Lord wants me to do. Attentively you chant. Then Lord will inspire you from within. How he is pleased with you, how he wants to encourage you to do some service. So when we have time, we should take advantage with Japamala and chant. Even mind goes here, there. But mind is under intelligent. Indriyani parani ahur indriya para mano. Manastu para buddhi. Buddhi is above mind. And where are you, the chanter? Manustu para buddhi, buddhistu para tatsya. You are above the intelligent. You can actually control the mind through the intelligence. Do not control mind directly with yourself. Intelligent means give a reason, give a discrimination, logic. This is intelligence. Sign of intelligence means discriminating power. Why should I do this? Because of this. If you cannot give a reason and logic, intelligence is not there. Mind will take over you. Mind can only take or guide us or confuse us if we allow. Mind is never above us. Mind is below us. But you allow. Majority people in this world, they allow. Other day, two young girl and two young boy were there. Young student, college student, I was talking. He said, it's very difficult for mind to. I said, no, it's not difficult unless you know how to control the mind. If you don't know, then yes, it is extremely difficult. 3.42 in Bhagavad Gita, you'll see Krishna gives the hierarchy. What controls what? Then you can adapt it. Then eventually you will come to that level that you can control mind. Krishna says this 6.34, 34, 35. Arjuna says, Chanchalahi mana Krishna. Then next verse, Krishna says, do these two things, you can control mind. Very nice question, Sarvatara Prabhu. Thank you.
So thank you so much. Prabhuji is super busy. I think daily he is giving class, perfect class. Very difficult to get his schedule. But I was thinking how we can get his blessings. I cannot tell, oh, please drive to here, 12 hours driving. But sometimes he comes on the Zoom to give us blessings. His blessings is most important. At least, you all sacrifice your time to came here to have blessings, darshan of Lordship and devotees, and Harinam Sankirtan, and the good association and prasadam. So this is our achievement. Actually, Prabhu is encouraging me all the time. Sometimes I also break down. Should I, how I can handle? But, yes, Prabhuji, yeah. Mr. Please come here. One more Joshindra Prabhuji. Actually, one day you can sit down. Please sit here. One day actually I met Prabhuji and he conducts program at his home. Now he wants to program every year. So next week we are doing program at his home. And he actually wants to spread this movement. Actually last year I think he invited more than 50 people at his home. And we did Harinam Sankirtan, Bhajan, Kirtan and Prasadam. So thank you Jatindra for always encouraging us to come here.
Prabhuji, my name is Jitendra. I have one question, right? So if you can answer that. Sometimes we feel that sometimes we feel that we don't have that much time on day-to-day basis. So I need your blessing, right? So if I, let's say, 30 seconds, what should I do?
30 second is bigger number than 1 second. Khattanga Maharaj had only one moment, less than a second. Are you familiar with King Khattanga?
Not that much.
Okay, is in Bhagavad Gita in the purport Prabhupada writes, or I can send you little article in Bhagavatam that demigods gave him blessings because he has helped so much. So he said, wait a minute, you're giving all the blessings to enjoy heavenly happiness, but how much time do I have? Oh, sorry, you only have a less than a second. You're about to die. He said, I don't need any blessing, just one blessing only to be absorbed in Krishna. And he surrendered. Surrender has a functional and fundamental. So fundamental, if you can remember, at this moment, what can I do that will please Krishna? This is fundamental thinking. What I should not think that will please Krishna. Can you do that? Yes, you can. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Sarvakhan Balaite Vidhi Nahiyar, you can chant, and that pleases the Lord. Okay, I'll do that. Even one moment. If death comes 1 minute from now, we can all be qualified. So, two principle, Prabhu. What I should do that pleases Krishna, that will please Krishna. What I should not do, that also pleases Krishna. When you have this negative, positive in front of you, you are going in a direct surrender soul at the moment. So 30 seconds is a long time.
Sometimes like we feel that okay, let's say before bed, right? So I have some 5 minutes, right? What should I do? The easiest thing is like just get your phone and just start YouTube like shorts, like something, right? 30-second, 15-second clip. But when you start it, like you continue to do that, right, for half an hour, 1 hour, right? So just want to know like what's the easiest thing that I can should or I should start with that I can just get or utilize my time, right, just to devote to Krishna and all. So that was the like reason for my question.
You have three existence. I hope you understand. It's required details discussion. You have three existence right now. You have physical. You are in Baton Rouge. In America, this is physical. You have a physical body. You see me through Zoom. I see you through Zoom. These are physical existence. Then you have a subtle. Subtle means mind. You have a subtle existence. You can be sitting there, but you may be thinking horrible, hellish, or you could be thinking divine, heavenly. It is there within you. Then the third existence, which is you, the self, spiritual being. So, this is what I do. The physical, you don't have to purify too much because you can put on tilak and devotional dress, you are pure devotee. The soul is always pure. What is difficult, or you can say obstructing us to achieve the highest goal, is the middle. Physical and the soul. In between, there is a route. So if you remember the mental or emotional, this path is the route to reach the world. How do you know you are in the Baton Rouge if I challenge you? Only because you have a mental route. I think I know this is America, and there is a city called Baton Rouge, capital of Louisiana. And then, so you go through these. These are physical. But how did you figure it out? Through the route of mental. If the mental existence become pure, then physically you don't have to worry. The soul will be traveling from spiritual through the mental or subtle to the physical. That time every word you say will affect people consciousness.
Thank you.
So if you have a few moments, just think of that. Believe me, in the beginning will not be easy because mind will try to distract you and take you away. That's what job of mind. So what do? Focus on something you heard or read in Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada's word or Krishna's word. Contemplate on it, contemplate on it. You will have a realization called reflection. Aha, this is what it meant. That when you conceptualize, that time your existence will take you to spiritual. It's in a short form I said, but it's actually whole elaboration. When you have time, Prabhu, you read Bhagavatam, write it down, 2.8.4. Read the purport. Prabhupada explained very nicely. It's very practical. Thank you. This is very nice question, Prabhu. Any other reflection anyone has?
Hi, my name is Ravinder. I'm attending for the first time, so um, I also joined in a little bit later when you were talking about visualizing something before you try and do stuff.
Okay.
So now that is the hard part for me. Sometimes if I try and visualize something, I just cannot, and then that causes paralysis, and I just don't do anything. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do whatever, and things will happen. I mean, in an ideal world, yes, I want to visualize, I want to make sure that I'm going for something that I want. But sometimes I don't know what I want. But I also don't want inaction. So it's hard. So how do you focus? How do you focus on something, and how do you, because sometimes we don't know what we want, and sometimes I know what I want, but then I do something and I change my mind. So is
Very
that bad?
No, very thoughtful question. Very nice. Thank you. I'm glad so many people are thinking about it. Good. What I said, see it before you do it, and you reflected that. Very nice. How to see clearly what you wish to achieve before you begin, then you go back to this. If you actually imagine, I'm sure you did many things imagined in your life. Make sure what you are imagining, it is aligned with the scriptures. Oh my God, how will I find out? That's require little discipline, studying Bhagavad Gita every day, hearing every day something. You do 6 things, definitely you will get it. Please write it down. First, do daily sadhana. Try to get up in the morning. Second, associate with devotees. Well, I don't have any devotee, you may say. There are many devotees online. We have a Zoom classes here, there. Try to associate for half an hour, 10 minutes. You can do it. You can do it. If you know the value, you will find time. If you don't know the value, you may not find time. When somebody say, I don't have a time, I say, you don't see the value. If you feel hungry, do somebody has to tell you look for food, or you will look for food? You will look for food. You know why? Because you need it. So when you value it, that what it will become, what it will make you in future, you will become the blissful person, happy person. And for eternal life with God, you can go back home, back to God. Such a joyful journey. But in the beginning, it's confusing because we come from a wrong background life called material life. It's difficult. So first thing you do, in the get up in the morning, do some uh, chanting. If you have a Japamala or Sarvatarak Prabhu or somebody will help you, do some chanting for a few minutes every day. Every day. Don't worry about your children or husband or parents or whoever, for your own self. If you cannot be merciful to yourself, your compassion to others will not valued at the moment of death. Be compassionate to yourself first. Raise yourself spiritually before you raise others. In our scripture, there are many examples like Jarabharat. He was merciful to a deer, but he was not merciful to himself. As a result, he deviated. So first thing you do, you get up in the morning, do some chanting. Second, you associate with devotee, whether through audio or video or personal like this. Then third, do some practical seva for the Lord. Pick a flower. from your garden or something, or chant some prayers to God. Do something practical seva every day. Something you are feeling natural. Okay, I love Krishna, I'll do something. Pick up some flower from one flower, give every day, do something every day. Then honor prasadam. Do not eat anything without offering to God. If you don't have a place to offer, at least you be grateful. Say, my Lord, you chant 3 times, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Prabhupada told this to Tatpar Maharaj. When I was a young boy, I learned it. I still remember. I teach to the ashram boys. Sometimes if you don't have a facility to offer, at least be Jnani Bhakta. Jnani Bhakta means everything belongs to God. My Lord, I don't have a facility to offer. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. And then you eat. When you do these 6 things, you will be surprised. Next time I hear from you, you will say, yes, I see a lot of things changing within me. It's very practical, realistic. Bhakti is very practical.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice question. Today, everybody has a good question. Gaurav Mahajan Prabhu.
I have one question, Prabhuji, for you.
Are you in the Navy or military? Where are you?
I am, I don't know. The world is crazy. They have asked us to send some stuff to Greenland, so I'm working today. I was not supposed to, but yeah. But, I don't miss this program. I got one question from you. I know everyone is talking about, ourselves, how we can improve ourselves, this and that. We rarely talk about Prabhupada's strength, especially the mental strength of against all the odysseys and all the world going against him. So where does he get all these like determination, great mental strength, and how we as his followers can achieve that?
Very thoughtful, provoking question. Yes. Prabhupada always gave the credit to his Guru Maharaj on base of his own personal experience. In one purport Bhagavatam, if you don't find, I'll send it to you. He says, Lord Chaitanya traveled and delivered thousands of people. Now our Guru Maharaj Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur traveling the world and delivering people through his disciple. Who is talking about? He's talking about himself, but he always so humble, he doesn't mention his name, but he always see. Just like another example, in Germany, the reporter asked, oh, you are making many Germany devotee of Krishna. Prabhupada say, I'm not making anybody devotee. I'm just serving Lord Chaitanya. He is bringing everybody. He wants me to serve, I'm serving. Remain always servant of Prabhupada or your Guru Maharaj. Try to serve every situation. You will see empowerment within you. Do not let negativity enter in you that, well, I don't know Shastra, I'm not good speaker. Prabhu, I am worse than you. But I try, my focus fixed that we are an instrument. Then empowerment will come, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful gathering. Thank you, everyone. You have a next part of the program now, or unless somebody has something urgent.
There's one more question.
Yes, one more question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. You said that we have to offer, one of the points that you mentioned is we have to offer to God before eating, right? Did you understand?
I have a difficulty to hear clearly. Can someone repeat
Can
that?
you hear it now? Can you hear it now?
Okay. Say it again, mother.
So you said we have to offer God prasad before we eat something, right? Every time we eat, first we need to offer God as prasad.
Why do you offer Why do you have to offer Krishna? Why?
That's the question. That's a
Could,
question.
the question itself is answering. That's why I'm shooting back. Because anybody asks question, the question has the answer. So I'm asking you, why do you want to offer? Ask yourself.
Because it becomes prashadam. Because it
No,
becomes and
no.
also this
If you have a Bhagavad Gita 5.29, Krishna declare, Bhoktaram Jaggatapusham Sarvaloka Mahesharam. What is your name, mother?
Kirtika. Kirtika.
Kirtika.
Kirtika. Krishna, just take my word as 100% guarantee. You may not accept, but just take my word. If you can accept it, Krishna loves you so much. Krishna knows how to make you better than you can figure out on your own. Believe me, in that verse, there is a word called Suridam Sarvabhutanam. Suridam. Believe me, you are not 100% careful about your ultimate good, but Krishna is. If you can learn that Krishna is always wishing and giving a facility how to make me the best of me, then you'll grasp it. Everything belongs to him. When you offer something to him, you are aligned with his declaration that I am the owner of you everything, not you. So you offer it to confess that, yes, my Lord, everything belongs to you. Here is some offering. Then you offer it. If you have some filling, that is the main ingredients, not the food Krishna eats so much. He doesn't need to eat. When you have a later on, mother, 7.9.11 Bhagavatam, read it. Krishna doesn't need anything from anybody. He is completely satisfied. But when you offer something to him, this offering is not for him, but he will accept it for your benefit. Such a loving God. How can you not love Krishna? How can you not offer when he cares for your ultimate more than you can figure out your ultimate? So you offer him because everything belongs to him. Even though he doesn't need it, but he will accept it. And then you take the prasadam, it transforms your consciousness. If there is a little ant in your back right now, can you feel it? If there's a little, I don't know if my question is clear. If there's a little ants or a bug crawling on your back, can you feel?
Yes.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
second.
Okay, wait. If there is a little ant on your sari or whatever the dress you are wearing, but it is not touching your skin, can you feel that?
No.
So why other one is you are feeling, other one is not feeling? Think for a moment. Because the blood within the body, wherever blood is going, you have a sensation of feeling. Blood carries consciousness. If blood is produced by the food, when you offer something to God, that food produce blood that is purified. I'm not talking about DNA, RNA, red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles. I studied those also in my pre-med. I'm not talking about that. This is the modern science cannot understand. This is called purification, suddhikaran. Ahara suddha. Ahar means whatever you eat. Ahara suddha, satta suddha. Satta suddha, dhruva smriti. Smriti labde, sarvagrantina moksha labda. You will become Even in Baton Rouge, you'll feel like you are liberated. Nothing can disturb you. Wow, how do I get it? Start with food. Offer food to God. Ahara, Suddha. Suddha means connecting to Krishna. Suddha doesn't mean just purified. Purified means it's connecting with God. Ahara Suddha, Satta Suddha. Then your existence slowly will become purified. When Satta Suddha, then Smriti Labdha, then all of a sudden you will think, I can think of Krishna. Wow. I heard one lecture of crazy Pran Govinda Das, but I still remember some of it. How do you remember this? Because your consciousness, existence changing, purifying. And one day, very soon, you will feel like nothing can disturb you. Do you want that blissful life? I'm asking you, Mother Kirtika.
Yes, Prabhu. Absolutely.
Then do not eat without offering. This is my request, not demand or command.
Sure, Prabhu. And one more question. It's not about me, but in general for many of the devotees who are non-vegetarians. They are trying, the devotees who are trying to transition from non-vegetarian lifestyle to a vegetarian lifestyle, but still cannot get into a vegetarian lifestyle. Okay? So, how about these devotees when they are taking the food, when they are eating the non-veg, like is it taken as prasadam? Because there are some demigods who take the meat as prasad or bali as prasad. How about Krishna?
I hear a lot of echo. I don't know why the sound is not. Maybe my ear has some problem today. Can you
Prabhu,
repeat it
yes,
again?
yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
So there are so many non-vegetarians. Is it clear now? Is it clear now?
Yes, much better.
Okay. There are so many non-vegetarian devotees who want to who cannot skip a meal without meat. There are so many non-vegetarian people who cannot skip meat or egg without like in every meal, right? So
Let
those
me
devotees
understand. Hold
also.
on. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm already confused a little bit. You say non-vegetarian devotee. The devotee means who has a devotion, bhakti, who follows the instruction of Bhagavan, they are called devotee. So if somebody is not following the instruction of we cannot say non-vegetarian devotee. It's like oxymoron. You understand my concept? So paraphrase your question again.
Okay,
People
so
who want to
people who wants to become devotees, uh,
non-vegetarian.
the non-vegetarians, okay, people who are non-vegetarians,
They want to transition.
they want to transition.
They don't want to transition. So the question is, even I am in the stage. So we are not pure vegetarians. It's and we follow many things in South. We give bali, and we eat non-vegetarians. Uh, so how can we transit from non-vegetarian to a vegetarian? And it's very difficult for us. And we give many reasons like, oh, we can give bali and we can have. And we get, even our family are non-vegetarians and they eat non-vegetarian, and we are so weak, and we are still transition, and we get tempted by all those words and everything. So how can we focus? How can we actually, come to a stage where we can give up our non-vegetarian taste, or completely
The desire for non-vegetarian
non-vegetarian?
food.
Yeah. So we still have that understanding also that some we give bali to Shiva, Parvati, and even that is a prasad. Why can't we have that prasad? Krishna.
I have a question to your question.
Yes.
If a mouse If a mouse in front of a scary cat and mouse close his eye, he say, I don't believe you are there. I'm not scared of you. I don't believe. How you would say, would you see it?
Foolish. Stupid.
Foolish. Foolish. But the mouse closed eye saying, I don't believe you exist. There are a lot of people who does not have faith. That doesn't mean the nature will not act. I don't believe you are there. The scary cat is laughing. Ha ha. I'm about to gobble you, and you say I don't exist. Prabhu, every action has a reaction. Everything we eat, there is a consequences. Whether you believe or not, it doesn't matter. Nature will never let you slip off. Nature will act. Whether we believe or not believe, doesn't matter. So it is an intelligent choice that I want to respect and believe what scripture says. Bhagavan says that everything belongs to me. Aham is sarvasya prabhavo. Aham is sarvajagyanam. I am the owner. I am the proprietor of everything. Now, if somebody say, I don't believe in it, does not matter. He's still going to consequences. He will suffer. But those who are intelligent, you will see in Bhagavad Gita, Prabhu, in the introduction, there is this passage, Prabhupada write, I'm going to paraphrase. He said, at least theoretically, people has to accept Krishna as a supreme Lord. With that submission spirit, he can understand Bhagavad Gita. So at least whoever you talk, I'm not saying they are atheists, but at least tell them, look, if you want to get benefit in your life and enjoy life, just accept the truth. As Krishna says, he is the owner, proprietor of everything, including you. Offer it. It is a reasonable suggestion that offer it to him. He is not going to empty out your plate because he doesn't need to eat like us. If anybody has a Bhagavatam, you look at it, that verse I gave you, 7.9.11. Krishna says that I don't need anything. But if you offer to me something, I'll accept it for your benefit, even though I don't need. That's why you see when we offer something and after offering is finished, the food is still there. Krishna accept it, but he doesn't need it. So he kept it for you, for your consciousness upliftment, for your peace in the heart, for your transformation to be a better person than where you are or at that time. It's so beautiful. Be selfish, not artificial selfish, the genuine selfish. Self-centeredness, self-preservation is the first thing to love self. Before you loving God, but first love at least who you are. You must ask these three questions, Prabhu. Please write it down. Before you determine what to do, you must ask these three questions always. Who am I? Whose am I? Where am I? It's compulsory. It is very important that we should ask these three questions every day. Then more you learn about it, you will be satisfied. So somebody is a vegetarian or non-vegetarian, that's not the question. Question is their understanding. If they understand, they will act on it. Prabhu, do you drive on the road? Yes, you do. I guess I saw you one time. When we drive, I drive also. Everybody's driving, we're following the speed mile. All of a sudden, we see a police car right in front of me, or few car on the other lane. Can you tell me what we do? Or what do you do?
Oh, I will, try to strictly follow the rules.
Before you did not check. Before you didn't
Yes.
check what the speed. But now you're checking. Why? Why? You have a fear. You have a fear. We should have a genuine fear of everything has a consequences that I will face. And if we don't, we'll suffer it, we'll learn it in a harder way. The whole Krishna consciousness has only one thing you need to do. All these, rules, regulation, offering, this, that, only one thing, reformation. Become who you are. You are truly a lover of God. We don't act because we have so many other designation, identity. So when you become a true lover of God, you will see everything is perfect. Krishna made it for a reason, for everything. I did not answer your question, non-vegetarian or vegetarian, but you can ascertain from my discussion.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Very nice question. Thank you, Mother Kirtika.
I will give Prabhu's number so you can contact him for more questions. As you can tell that you have a lot of curiosities, and as you can also tell that Prabhu is so very knowledgeable on all this subject matter. So we will conclude the lecture part here and give a big thanks to Govind Prabhu for this amazing class and all the practical tips on how we can practice Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you.